Okay, hello 7th grade. It is Thursday, April 2nd. We are going to do one more lesson from the geometry chapter, and then we're going to move on to statistics and probability. Okay, I just wanted to do a quick lesson on volume because that shows up on map testing. You'll also see it on high school placement tests. So I wanted to make sure we did a little bit with volume. Okay, volume is, the definition is the number of cubic units to fill a space. All right, basically volume is to fill the inside of a 3D shape. Okay, when we were doing surface area, all right, surface area was just the area of all the faces or the surface of three-dimensional shape. Right? I like to kind of comparing it to like when you wrap a Christmas present. All right, the surface area is the amount of wrapping paper you use. All right, the volume is what goes inside the box. So that is what we're working on today. Okay, so here is the formula. Volume equals, it's a capital B times the H. All right, now the capital B means it is the area of the base of the three-dimensional shape. Okay, we will get into that a little bit more when we get to the trickier problems. Okay, we're going to start off with the simple ones. Okay, the easiest ones are the cube and the rectangular prism. Okay, the cube, all we need to remember to do is we will get 3 measurements, all right? And because it's a cube and all sides are the same, okay? So if one side is 3 inches, then the length is 3 inches, the width is 3 inches, and the height would be 3 inches. So it would be 3 times 3 times 3, which would be 27 inches cubed. Okay. And because it's volume, okay, we need to use the 3 exponent, all right, because we are doing inches times inches times inches, which means inches to the 3rd power, okay? Now, with a rectangular prism, because the lengths of the sides are different, all right, all we need to do is length times width times height to get the volume. So let's look at these 2 examples. Here's the cube. Okay, notice each side is 2 centimeters. So we do 2 times 2 times 2, which equals 8. Centimeter times centimeter times centimeter, which is centimeter cubed. So our answer is 8 centimeters cubed. Okay, here's our picture of a rectangular prism. Okay, so it's like a box, all right, that you would get at a store, maybe a box that a puzzle was in or something you would get from Amazon. So we have 2 inches by 10 inches by 8 inches. So we would plug in 2 times 10 times 8 is 160. And inches times inches times inches is going to give you inches cubed. So the volume of this box would be 160 inches cubed. Okay, now let's take a look at the more difficult ones, okay? All right, with this problem, right, here we have, it's called a triangular prism, okay? You're gonna get a couple of these on your homework. Okay, here's the triangular part, which I'm gonna shade in green, okay? So it's kind of like the shape of a ramp, okay? And we are going to act like the triangular part is the base of the shape. So what we need to do is figure out the area of the triangular part. And remember, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. So I did 24 times 7 divided by 2 is 84. Okay, that is the area of the triangle, okay, which we are going to call the base of the shape. Now, to turn it into volume, we take the area of the triangle, and then they talk about this being the height, but you can also think of it as being how deep the shape is, okay? So traveling this way, this is the depth of the shape. So we do 84 times 22 to come up with 1,848 meters cubed. That would be the volume of this ramp type shape, right? So once again, I did the area of the triangle, base times height divided by 2. Okay, that is the area of the base of the shape, the green triangle. Then I take that answer and I multiply it by the height, or we can think of it as being the depth of the shape, all right, how deep it goes. And when you multiply those two together, it gives us the volume, okay? Let's try one more with a triangular prism. This one looks a little bit different, but we're going to solve it the same way. Okay, here's our triangle. I'm going to shade it in orange. And we need to figure out the area of the triangle. So it is 8 times 3 divided by 2. So the area of the triangle is 12. Okay. Now, the depth, how deep the shape goes, is 6 yards, right? So I take my 12, the area of the triangle, times it by the 6, which we can think of as the depth. Sometimes it's just called the height. And when you multiply it together, we get 72 yards cubed, right? Which would be the volume of this shape. So 7th grade, you are going to have a couple of these triangular prism problems, all right? Let me go over again the steps, okay? So step 1, you want to figure out the area of the triangular shape, which is base times height divided by 2. Okay. Step 2, you're going to take that answer, all right, the answer from number 1, which is the area of the triangle, and we are going to multiply it by the number that shows the depth, or how deep the three-dimensional shape travels back, okay? When you multiply those two together, right, that answer is the volume of the triangular prism, right? So 7th grade, all right, I'm going to download a picture of some cubes, some rectangular prisms, and triangular prisms for you to try. Excuse the drawings because I had to draw them myself. You're going to need to do your work on a separate sheet of paper, and once again, download your answers onto the Google document, and then make sure you click on the turn in button when you are finished. Right? I hope you have a good Thursday. Friday, we're going to take a break from using our books. Easy assignment that I will post on Classroom. You'll just need to get 1 green light and 10 correct Prodigy problems done for this week. All right, so Friday, we're just going to kind of make that an easier day where we just work on reviewing skills. I will talk to you later and get your work done for Thursday and Friday, and then enjoy your weekend. Thank you.